Good morning, interwebs. It's about 1:17 and I am up and I'm dressed and I spent my morning editing and working on video stuff and also working on my sweater that I started last night. So that's been good. Starting this afternoon, I should be back to real time on the vlogs, which will be great. I prefer that. It is more pleasant for me to both upload videos that are like super timely, and then also like getting comments and responses is more meaningful when it's like what I did yesterday instead of what I did a number of days ago. So now I'm going to make lunch of some sort. I think make some rice and something, and Steve said he would make tomato salad because an Armenian cucumber is going to come in today, so that should be tasty. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I do need to make jam. I still have not actually made any peach jam. We've cooked some stuff and made the peach puree for jam, but I have not actually like made the jam yet. So I really need to rectify that situation. We also have done a bunch of canning of tomatoes and stuff lately, and there's some more tomato paste that I need to put up today. So I guess that'll get done, and then, I don't know, having kind of a meh kind of day. I just really am looking at my week, and I don't feel like I've gotten much done. Like, it's just been a very, very off week, and not, like, bad, necessarily, and I'm feeling a lot better, but I just didn't get a lot accomplished this week. And I'm sure that if I went through and, like, looked, I could probably make a list of things I've done, but it doesn't feel accomplished, if you know what I mean. And sometimes I think that feeling like you got some things made or done or like completed is worth more than if you actually did. I don't know, but I don't feel like I got a lot done. So hopefully next week will be better. And I'm gonna go and, I don't know, make lunch. Make lunch, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna accomplish lunch. I'm gonna eat it and it's gonna be delicious. So it is 11:25, just sent Steve out the door to work, and theoretically everybody else is in bed and they should be sleeping soon, if not already. I just thought I would show you some of the canning I've done lately, because I realized I have been remiss in showing you this year. I noticed in looking at last year's videos, which if you haven't noticed, in the end screen of every day's vlog now, there's a little picture that says 1 year ago today, and it will link you to the vlog from the same day 1 year ago. Anyways, these are all yellow tomato quarts that I did in the last couple of days. And then these are all pints of tomato paste. And then over here, we have some half pints of tomato paste. There's 12 in a box that have been done in the last couple of days. And there's a few more in there. So a lot of tomato paste. Obviously, more tomatoes coming down the pike. And the interesting thing, I just finished canning my first canner full of green beans. Steve brought in a ton of green beans. I was able to put up 7 quarts. Now we're going to open the pressure canner and see what happens if I broke any of the jars, because I don't know. It's a new stove, so everything sounds a little different. So it made some different sounds than I was used to, but I don't know if that anything broke. So we're going to open it and see. I'll set you right here on the plate next to it. And we're just going to open. Whoop. So, when you open the pressure canner, this is what it looks like on the inside. And let's grab my jar tongs, which live over here on my hook, so I know where they are. These were actually my grandma's. I like these. They have a wooden handle instead of the plastic ones. And as you can see, like the metal is a little thicker. A lot of the ones you get, like the ball ones, I have one of those and I got rid of it. And it had like silicone on the bottom, like this has plastic. I don't know what kind of plastic, but these just feel a lot more sturdy than the ball one that I had. So I like to use these. It looks like everything made it. Ooh. So there's my first green beans of the year. And these were obviously some more of those purple beans that Steve had brought in the other day. And when they cook, like I'd said before, they turn green. So that's fun. 7 quarts of canned green beans. I love canned green beans. So I'll have to get those out. And then my plan is to start making some peach jam tonight, which I keep putting off. This, let's see if I can lift the plate off. Oh, I'm about to use my pinky. That is peach puree. Oh, it smells so good. If only you could smell it. So those are just peaches that have been cooked down, which is a tiny bit of water so they don't scald to the bottom, and then pureed with the immersion blender. Steve did all of that for me. So now I'm going to go through the process of making jam, just following the directions on, the pectin package, basically, out of the Ball canning book. And then, yeah, I will can those. And I can my peach jam in wide mouth quart jar, or wide mouth pint jars. Because I like the wide mouth because then you can get all the good little bits when you're finishing out the jam. So, okay, off to be a little canner. And I'm going to listen to Station 11 while I do that, which is my current audiobook. I was listening to it this afternoon and had a nice turn of events. I was like 20% of the way-ish through it, because I think I was, yeah, about 20% of the way. Audiobooks get really weird sometimes about knowing how far you are, because they break like full chapters up into smaller bits, so they're like, I don't know, easier to find, like go through the tracks. But anyways, I was that far in to Station 11, and I just didn't really care. Like, I didn't much like any of the characters, and not that all characters need to be likable, but I didn't dislike any of them either. I just was not interested, and the plot had just not grabbed me. It's a book told from multiple perspectives, and like on a shifting timeline, which is kind of interesting eventually. So we'll see how the book ends, whether or not I am underwhelmed with the whole thing. But they finally had a character enter the scene who I actually cared about in any way, and so that's made things a little more interesting. But I'm gonna keep working my way through it, and we'll see how it all turns out. It is 3:47 in the morning, and my timer just went off for me to turn off my last canner. I'll turn that off. My last canner of peach jam for the night. So I did 3 canners full. Each canner was 2 recipes of jam, 7 jars each. So I did 21 pints of peach jam tonight, as well as this extra jar of what I call smiles, which are the scrapings and things. And we call them smiles because you put the spoon in, and then it makes you smile. See? That's how they work. So, I'm headed to bed here momentarily. That's really good. I'm going to just let that last batch, I'm going to let it come down to temperature in the pan, because, oh, the air conditioner went off. So now it's not so noisy. I'm just going to let it come down to temperature in the pan, because you have to let them cool some before you take it out of the water bath canner. But I'm tired, and it took a while for that last batch to heat up. So I'm going to just turn off some lights here, go put on my PJs, and I'm going to head to bed. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty-night.